The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Tahai, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. First, let us catch up with the major headlines. Training on aquaponics for exemplary farmers in Mandafera. Vocational training for youth in Tasane. Iraqi resistance targets Israeli military barracks, oil refineries. And Ghana artifacts loaded 150 years ago to British have been returned. On our local news, the Ministry of Agriculture branch in Bandafera subzone organized practical training on aquaponics for 27 exemplary farmers. During the training session, Mr. Mahari Waldabruch, a livestock development expert, explained the significance of aquaponics, an innovative agricultural method, and urged farmers to integrate into the agricultural practices. Dr. Awaz Gikhfle, the head of the livestock resources in the southern region, encouraged the trainees to apply the knowledge gained to ensure green fodder for their livestock and play due part in the development of eggs and milk production. Highlighting the training as part of the Ministry of Agriculture's effort to boost agricultural production, Mr. Barakat Seratu, head of the agricultural office in the region, urged the trainees to share their newly acquired knowledge with the fellow farmers in their communities. The trainees expressed their gratitude for the training opportunities and affirmed their readiness to apply practical training learned during the training to enhance their agricultural activities. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in Tasane subzone organized a 3-month vocational and social science training programs for 273 youth, including 166 females in the subzone. Mr. Meles Gabrai, head of the union branch in the subzone, reported that 129 youth received vocational training, while 144 participated in the social science training. Vocational training covered areas such as beauty salon, satellite dish installation, computer technology, and solar system installation. Mr. Marcos Grmatsian, acting head of the union branch in the Gashbarka region, emphasized the union's commitment to enhancing overall capacity of youth. He encouraged the trainees to leverage their knowledge-found skills to improve their livelihoods. Mr. Siun Gabriesus, the subzonal administrator, expressed the subzonal administration's readiness to support the union branch in all its initiatives. In other news, 90 youth, including 43 females, received training in electricity lines and solar system installation, as well as social science in Habero subzone and Sabah region. The training was organized by National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in collaboration with the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in the subzone. Similarly, 52 youth workers, including 40 females, received training in sign language in Karen during an event held on 6 March. Mr. Walda Mikael Sele, chairman of the National Association of Hearing Impaired Citizens, highlighted the significance of the training in improving daily lives of hearing impaired citizens. And he called upon schools and government institutions to incorporate sign language training into their programs. The Youth Workers Organization in Logo Ansaba subzone convened its annual progress and elected a new executive committee for a 2-year term. Mr. Hassan Mohammed Noor, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in the subzone, emphasized the importance of organizational and past activities. He highlighted a significant role organizations play in developing capacity and awareness of youth and encouraging their involvement in the national affairs. Mr. Takhla Zar'a, head of the political affairs in the organizations, and called upon all relevant institutions to support the organizations in its all endeavors. Recognizing the influential role of the youth organizations' participation at the Congress, and called for increased effort to raise our overall awareness and consciousness of youth. Mr. Abraham Hagos, the subzonal administrator, urged youth workers' organizations to develop and measure up plans for action. He also expressed the readiness of the subzonal administration to support the organizations in all its initiatives. The viewers will be back with the international news shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The Islamic resistance in Iraq has launched new attacks against Israeli targets in occupied territories, support of the Palestinian people in Gaza. The Iraqi umbrella group of the anti-terror group said that in a statement published on its Telegram channel on Friday that it carried out drone attacks on the military barracks at Rosh Pina airport in northern part of the occupied territories. It added the operation was carried out in response to the Israeli massacre of Palestinian civilians, including women and children, in Gaza. The resistance also targeted information base in the northern occupied Golan using drones, affirming its continuation in striking the enemy's strongholds. The fighters of the Islamic resistance in Iraq on Friday also targeted the oil refineries and Haifa in the occupied land with drones. The Iraqi resistance underscored that it would continue to target this occupied regime until the complete destruction of the enemy strongholds. Now, last news. 7 royal artifacts loaded in 150 years ago by British colonial forces from Ghana's ancient Ashanti Kingdom and kept in the United States Museum have been returned and presented to the kingdom on Thursday. The latest of the series of stolen treasures items being repatriated in several African countries. Loaded from British colonized Ghana in 19th century before being transferred to the Flower Museum in the University of California, Los Angeles. In the 1960s, the artifact included an elephant tail, whisk, an ornamental chair made of wood, leather, and iron, 2 gold stool ornaments, and gold necklace, and 2 bracelets. After decades of resistance from European and Western governments and museums, the effort of the African countries to deport stolen artifacts are paying off. Activities, though, said thousands more are still out of reach. The royal items were first received by the Kingdom on Monday, which marked 150th anniversary of when the British colonial forces sacked the Ashanti city in 1874. That's when 4 of the items were loaded, while other 3 were part of the protection payment made by the Ashanti Kingdom to British Museum. Dear viewers, we've come to tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Training on aquaponics for exemplary farmers in Eritrea. Vocational training for youth in Tasene. Iraqi resistance targets Israeli military barracks and oil refineries. Ghana artifacts loaded 150 years ago by British have been returned. That is all our local and international news. Dear viewers, thanks for watching and have a good night.